Stand up.
If you hear any funky noises in the background, I apologize in advance. Where I record this, my furnace is in the next room and it's making some strange noise, so sorry. With the launch of the new Wreckers line, I was thinking it would be neat to mess with some of the older Wrecker figures I have to see what they were like, and I've already made Springer's video, so you can check that out if you want. But let's get on to the other pretty notable Wrecker that came out from Thrilling 30. Roadbuster. This isn't the best figure. While Springer was and still is an amazing toy, Roadbuster just isn't. And he has one less mode to worry about. Starting in his car, truck, thingy mode here, because it's the best part of the toy to me, it looks very good. The orange, the browns, the green, they work super well, and the bits of silver really help break things up a bit. I also love how chunky the tires are, and that they're painted green on the inside. Seriously, these are some chunky ass tires. They have their tread molded in and they feel great. I love how mighty the alt mode looks. How the front looks like a battering ram and it's lifted just enough to look like it can do some serious damage to any road it drives over. Not to mention it's wide. Probably won't be able to run this through a drive-thru or an underground parking lot. For something that rides this high off the ground, I'm both surprised and pleased by the lack of kibble this guy has hanging off the bottom. It's super clean and it gives off a very realistic feel to it, even if the alt mode's not super realistic to my knowledge. He has a boatload of 5mm ports on him to store his boatload of weapons, and damn, there's a lot of guns. 2014 was the year of give them all the guns. Age of Extinction Hound, Thrilling 30 Whirl, and Thrilling 30 Roadbuster. I really like this play pattern, having multiple weapons that plug into everywhere and combine to make something ridiculous. That makes me very much excited for Red Cog. I do really appreciate all the little rivets and lines on the middle, however, it doesn't really feel consistent. The front is very flat and plain, and then the mid and the back are very studdy and detailed. It feels a tad out of place, but it's not horrible by any means. I mean, it would look a lot better with the stickers on, probably, but I don't have the stickers because I bought this thing used. Transforming this man is kind of wonky. The weird-ass random ratchet placements coupled by the arm swings, it's all weird and clunky, making the transformation very unpleasant to do. Robot mode is there. Okay, my issues are as follows. The wheels on the arms stick out quite a bit. I really wish they would have compressed more. The arms are too long for my taste. They hang way lower than I would like them to. The legs are really lanky. The wheels on the legs make getting his legs together, like closer together, impossible. The feet are clown shoes. The joints are wonky, but I'll touch on that more later. And the whole thing just feels too slim and skinny for the Roadbuster they were trying to do. This, I believe, is based off of the IDW incarnation, which is massive. This thing, by comparison, is really dinky and piddly. It's so skinny and not very intimidating like the comics would have you think. He also rattles like crazy, being a combination of the wheels, which is normal, and the rickety joints. He also looks awkward in poses. There isn't a lot of poses I can actually get him into where he looks good to me. Those lanky limbs and limited hip movement just make it very hard. Mine's also loose in some areas, but that's because it was a used copy, like I said. So the hips that are loose get a pass, but the shoulders, oh boy, the shoulders. So they ratchet. They don't need to, but they do. They ratchet forward and back, which is fine, and then in and out. But the in and out is a soft ratchet out and a very hard ratchet in. It's scarily tight and weird. Like, I feel like I'm gonna snap the arm off. That's how horrible the inner joint is. It's just, I don't like it. Because he can hold all of his other guns. However, the ports on the shoulders are too small, so none of the guns fit in them. And I'm not the only person who has that issue. The wiki states that it was a widespread problem that affected not everyone's, but a lot of people's copies. And that's annoying. The articulation on this thing, as I said, is not great. With the arm issues I mentioned, the shoulders not tabbing in, so when you move them around, the transformation section moves around with it. The hips are super limited because of the sculpt. They don't move forward much. And the tires on the back of the legs inhibit the knees quite a bit. Another issue that the wiki brought up was that some slight mismolding happened on the biceps that caused the bicep swivels to either be too tight or not move at all on some people's figures. And my figure's right bicep is immobile. It does not move. That is really unfortunate. It's not that great functionally. Like, it looks alright, but messing with it isn't fun. And it's a toy. It's meant to be fun. I really wish I thought it was good, because I like Roadbuster, but I don't like this toy. I do want to get the Mastermind Creations one because that's a lot more accurate, but that's also like over $100 Canadian, so it better be, well, better. Should you get this? My recommendation is no. I mean, if you like the toy or like this particular design, more power to you. Then maybe pick it up for like 20 bucks. But I think it's really not that great. I do hope we get a new one. And Mark, the Hasbro designer, did say that this isn't the end of the Wreckers. So even after the Wreckers Amazon exclusive line has been fully revealed, we may get more in the coming years. So hopefully we do get a new Roadbuster. But as it stands right now, I just say get the Mastermind Creations one if you really want, if you're willing to spend the extra money on it. But that's my look at Thrilling 30 Roadbuster. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.